Would you travel for a first date? What would you give up if you had the chance for an all-expense-paid vacation to a dream destination? You may be surprised by some of the things people will do when it comes to getting a vacation. A new travel trends survey was just released, and travel expert Kendra Thornton joins us from Dove Creek Lodge in Key Largo, Florida, with the details. Good morning, Kendra.
Good morning.
It's great to have you on. So tell us a little bit about this survey and what you found most interesting about it.
Well, as you mentioned, I'm at the Dove Creek Lodge in Key Largo, Florida. This survey was conducted by Choice Hotels and their upscale Ascend Hotel collection, which really revealed some very interesting things about how Americans are looking forward to traveling in the new year. Some things that I found most interesting were, first and foremost, when presented with a free, all-expenses-paid dream vacation, the majority of Americans said they would take that trip, even if it meant they had to give up coffee. Also interesting is 40% of Americans said that they are happy to travel somewhere for a first date.
Wow, you know, I wouldn't be one of those people. I can't give up coffee. I would much rather have a nice cup of joe than to go on vacation, but that's really interesting. Now, would you say that for this next year that's coming up, that people are just going to be too busy to travel?
Well, Americans are saying they're too busy to travel more in the new year, so they'll probably take about the same number of trips, but the big difference is they plan to spend a lot more. In fact, travel budgets are up about 40% for 2017, and the majority of that money is going toward the lodging as well as their food and beverage experiences.
Okay, so if people, you know, if they're willing to take the same amount of trips or maybe a little bit more, what are some of your top picks, both here in the U.S. and internationally, for them to go?
Well, the beaches are always a great top pick. Here in Florida, where I am, or on the West Coast in California. People are also drawn to off-the-beaten-path destinations. I highly recommend Santa Fe, New Mexico, or even Nashville, Tennessee. Urban markets like Chicago, Boston, Washington, D.C. are all good. And internationally, people are really more drawn to Europe. About 1/3 of Americans say they plan to visit either Paris, London, or Rome in the new year. And when asked what their dream destination is, 68% of Americans that were surveyed said it's Australia.
Yeah, Australia is beautiful. Now, once people do go on that vacation, obviously it's a break from their regular routine. How have we found that people act as opposed to being, you know, in their regular routine? How do they act in vacation?
Well, people are saying, of course, travel makes them feel so much better. They feel like they look better, they sleep better, they're certainly happier, they're more rested, of course. Also, it's interesting, people say they're more willing to do things on vacations that they wouldn't really necessarily be willing to do when they're back home.
Well, and I think, you know, especially this time of year when there's all these stressors with the holiday, there's financial stress, there's family stress. You want to do the best, you know, that you can for the holidays and really put on a good show for your family, that we could all probably use a really good vacation afterwards into the new year. So Kendra, if people want to learn a little bit more about the survey and about different tips and about you, where can they go?
People can go to choicehotels.com.
Excellent. Kendra Thornton, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Now, everybody else, stay right where you are. Morning Blend's going to be right back.